used your changeup more than you ever have in an outing in your career tonight. Was that part of the game plan coming up against that Nationals lineup, how well they were hitting fastballs, or just something you felt good with?
Just felt good with it. Yeah, I thought it was executed pretty well. Today there were a few pitches that I didn't have, a few changeups that I didn't execute super well, but that happened. So just felt good coming out of the game.
How nice is it to have an outing like that where you use a pitch like that changeup? It feels good about it as you have been and haven't had to be as fastball heavy.
Yeah, I mean we flipped the script a little bit. So I don't know, kind of probably changed the way we, might look at pitching a little bit.
Paul, you get done with the top of the sixth. How would you describe watching the bottom of the sixth inning?
Yeah, well, I mean that long inning cost me going back out there. So no, I probably wouldn't have gone back out with that. Just took forever. I mean, which is what you want. Like, went through a couple pitchers. I feel like that inning, everybody kind of, just pulling the rope and passing it off to the next guy. It was cool to watch. Gotta keep going with that.
When you say flip the script, how you're pitching, is that specifically tonight because of Washington? You're saying that's kind of been the case throughout the year because of the way the changeup has evolved?
Yeah, just felt good today. That was it. Just felt good coming out of the hand. Got some bad swings on it early in the game. We just kept throwing it.
How does it been like to get at least 7 runs each for your 4 starts, which is basically double the run support?
It's huge. I told the guys after the game, it makes it easy to pitch. Even if I'm not getting it while I'm in the game, kind of pitching, being out there pitching and kind of knowing that it's going to happen at some point makes it a lot easier to pitch.
I mean, you got 10 whiffs on that changeup. Is that something that you feel just really early on, like, listen, I want to keep going to this pitch just because I can see the number of times I'm getting swinging this with this kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it just felt good coming out of the hand and getting good results on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You changed the way you looked at pitching a little bit after that response. What did you mean? Can you go more specific? Just change the way you as a group, you as a person, overall in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we might go out next outing and only throw changeups. We're 12 a day, so just go Tommy Kingley with it and just keep throwing changeups. 100 in a row, why not?
When you're feeling it, like you said, when it's coming out of the hand like that, what are you noticing as far as the movement on it, the placement of it, the variation speed? What's the nuance there that you can tell it's working?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think it's important to see are you getting good swings on it or bad swings on it. I think for the most part you're getting bad swings on it.
Paul, in your starts, you're probably focusing on next inning or whatever, but what do you notice from your offense and watching their at-bats this year?
Yeah, I mean, when we've been right, when we've had, success, it's the same as every other good offense, just passing it on to the next guy. We hit a couple home runs today, but it's not like that was the only way that we scored. And then you look at the game yesterday, Milan hits that grand slam. I want to say it was a couple walks to load the bases and just like kind of passing it off to the next guy and trusting that the next guy's going to get the job done. And we've done a really good job of that. That'll continue. We have a very balanced lineup and everybody puts a good at bat together and so it's been fun to watch and I still don't feel like we're playing our best baseball yet and not that it's been bad. I just think there's kind of more in the tank and so it's going to be really fun.
Paul, you encouraged by, it could have been an emotional loss yesterday. I know it's just 1-162, but it looked a missed opportunity, but to come back 24 hours later and play like the way you guys played tonight, does it say something maybe about sort of the moxie of this group a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we're a tough group, gritty, play the game the right way, go about everything the right way, and over the course of, you see it one game into the next, but that stuff adds on, kind of stacking on top of each other, and over the course of 162 games, it's going to be, you keep stacking like that, who knows where we're going to go. That's kind of, we've seen it now I've seen it now for a couple of years with the Brewers, the Cubs, the Reds last year, you know, made the playoffs, and that's what, you know, NL Central teams do really well. And so now we're doing that. It's really fun to watch.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.